This is Thomas Harding with Amplify Media. Andy Horner is the current president for the Planning and Zoning Board in Commerce, Indiana. He's also the founder of the Historical Society. He serves on the board for the Oak Hill School, and he is the director of the Public Library in Converse. Here's Horner with more on the state of Grant County and where it's headed.
We saw a problem and we had local people step up and take care of it. And that happens all the time. One of the great things about small communities is when people are hurting, people are there to help. I can't tell you the number of times a casserole dish has been brought here, or this person lost their house to a tornado, so let's do a fundraiser, or here's a bake sale benefiting. It's just this idea that somebody local that I know is hurting, and so I need to step up and do whatever it happens to be to help them. Converse, Grant County, all of it has started to see declining populations. And a simple equation, if there's less people, there's less money, and so that factors into it in a big way. There are several very big challenges, but small towns, I think, are uniquely suited to meet those challenges because we have a direct stake in it, and so we're willing to put in some extra effort that maybe a bigger city wouldn't rise to meet that challenge. We have a group of people who are on the the park board. And so we have a couple parks here in town that were in need of attention. And they put together a board and started fundraising and identifying problems, and not only identifying problems, but coming up with solutions. And so currently, our biggest park in town is actually shut down because they just ripped all the old playground equipment out because they got a big grant from the federal government, the USDA, coupled with their donations, and we're going to invest a couple $100,000 in redesigning and revitalizing that park. I think we have several areas that we have a good legacy for. I think we, of course, being Midwest and Indiana, we have a love of and a legacy for sports is a big one always. High school sports are such a big part of small town life. You see whole communities rally around whatever sports team happens to be on fire that year. So this is going to state, or they have the undefeated season. And so things like that are constantly a legacy. I think also a big legacy for small towns is the long-term generational families that we have going on. Lots of families that have been here for multiple generations, especially in our case where rural agriculture is concerned. We see lots of families that have third, fourth, even fifth and sixth generation farmers who they farm this land. Their parents, their grandparents farmed this land, and that's a huge legacy because it means that they're putting money, time, effort, roots down into a community and then staying. They really are invested in it because they know they're going to be here and their kids are going to be here. Unfortunately, I think small towns right now you're either growing or you're dying. And we certainly do see towns that are struggling with that. It'd be easy to step back and say, well, small towns are what they are, nothing much we can do. But Grant County looks at it and says, no, I think there is something that we can do.
From Amplify Media, I'm Thomas Harding.